In fact, let's go ahead and load the game up and then pause at 29:55 once you're ready.
Sure, sure, sure. Firing it up now.
Sick nasty.
Cool.
Do
So
you
this
want to
is the
go with
finals of the
the?
tournament from like when?
Let's see. This was finished about a week ago, I think.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. No, it was actually longer than that, but it's the most recent tournament at least. Oh wow, look at the texture detail. Oh, this is so nice. I've been playing on like minimal settings for so long. Anyway, I think you can do the player introductions for us. You're always better at that.
Yeah,
So,
hang on. I'm on it. Still launching the game.
sure. Yeah, just whenever you're ready, just kind of like give an intro to. Oh, you're launching the game. I see. But yeah, once you get in, just give an intro to YouTube,
We
give
don't
an
all
intro to the
have brand new
tournament.
PCs, bro. We're not all loading this in 140 frames.
Yeah, I know. Inequality is real, right?
Feeling it.
But yeah, I'll give us like a 3, 2, 1, go countdown, and then you can introduce the
Cool.
players.
Alright.
Nice colors, by the way, A-game.
So we're on Kalash Teeth?
Uh-huh.
Sweet.
Oh, and the info.txt, I should open this as well. Oh, these are interesting faction picks. We'll get into that when we start the cast, I suppose.
Oh no. Oh, Steam, why are you like this now? So Desert of Crack is like locking my mouse again.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, that's really annoying. Just bear with me 1 second. Sorry about this.
You don't need your mouse, man. That stuff's overrated.
Okay, let's give this a go. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to restart Desert of Crack. I just have to set some
no
launch
problem.
options in Steam. Okay, let's give that a go. Fingers crossed. This is gonna work. All right. Well, you might have your new computer, but I'm casting from my new little casting setup in here.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, it's nowhere near complete yet. There's still much DIY to be done, but it's usable now. It's pretty exciting.
You know, there's always a lot of work to be done when you set these things up on your own, eh?
Absolutely.
But you get there eventually.
It's still locked. Grr, that's really annoying.
Oh, darn.
I don't know why it's doing that. Oh well, we'll figure that out another time. Not to worry. So, without further ado, why don't we just lays on into the game. It's just going to be really annoying because I can't like adjust my HUD in real time or anything. It's going to be super annoying. Oh well.
Okay. Well, I'll give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and then you can start with the player intros, yeah?
Cool.
Oh, wait.
Just
A-game
the
says there's a
replay.
buzzing sound.
There's a buzzing sound?
I don't know the source of the buzzing sound.
I don't think it's me because my levels aren't doing anything. I don't think it's me.
You know, it is... I can see it on my desktop audio here. There's a bit of a buzz. Maybe I can fix that, but if it's not too much of an issue, we should probably just go ahead anyway.
Oh, hang on. I have overrun to 2950.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll get to 2950 as well then, and then pause there.
Okay, cool.
1, 0. Okay. Okay, we'll probably just assume it's not a huge issue, so I think we can just go ahead and start.
Okay.
Let's turn
Cool.
the volume down
Alright.
just a tad. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us for this, the finals of the most recent... What are we calling this tournament nowadays?
Jaraci Cup 5.
Okay, cool. And we're going to have Spawning in the South here, playing as the red... What is this? Coalition Forces. It's going to be AGameAnx.
AGameAnx. The classic.
The classic, yeah, the monster, the original black belt. And Spawning in the North here, playing as the kind of... What is that? Like a light blue, not quite teal... Knef. It's going to be NoFun. So, but I'm hoping these games will be fun.
That's the hope. You know, he worries us with that username, but tends to produce some pretty spectacular results. So I think we're all very excited to watch these two play here. Definitely NoFun has the vertical climb. I think A-game is going to be a tough opponent as usual. But it's pretty...
is always a tough opponent.
Oh yeah. But
He
it's
is
pretty
the Bruce Lee of this game.
It's pretty exciting to see NoFun in the finals at all, to be honest. He's had an incredibly good run here in this tournament. And actually usually playing Soban here, but he's done a bit of an off faction pick here to go with Conef instead, and AGame is going to match with Coalitions. This is kind of an interesting matchup.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like I've almost never seen AGame play Coalition. Like, I don't doubt that he's going to be, like, still an absolute stone cold killer, but yeah, I'm interested to see what kind of a style he prefers with Coalition. Got a support cruiser coming out here, he's going to be moving his carrier over. What do we got here from NoFun?
Blast drones, your favorite.
Oh. Oh yeah.
A couple of those coming out across the field here. AGame actually, by the way, kind of interesting to note, he put 2 salvagers on CUs in the second base for like a while before he ever filled out the main with all the RU liners. And he's techless right now, so he's not started AAV tech at all. So that's an interesting call. I wonder if this is a response to like knowing that there could be, you know, blast drone cheese coming after him, because we have seen that from NoFun in the semifinals.
Really?
Yeah. Those played against Orbnet, who you probably also have not heard of, but looks like the fight is underway here now. A bunch of skims getting up on top of this LAV here, and they should trade pretty well.
They should do. The carrier's here to cover though.
Question is, how much pressure can he get onto the economy here? One skim really getting chunked by the carrier.
Blast drone going. Is this all a distraction? The blast drones are going around the back door here.
Aye, that's what you're always worried about.
I feel like you're never going to get AGame with this though. Like, surely if there's ever a player who's not going to lose anything to this, it's AGame. Well, here they come.
I tend to agree. Look, he's already got the turret set up there. Yeah, there it is. It's going to chunk these BDs. I don't think they get in.
Oh, he gets them both.
Yeah.
Nice.
A pity. It's well attempted, but I think... check the units lost tab here. He didn't really get any value there. You can see he was going for one of the salvagers, but he didn't catch that either, so... I like the idea, but unfortunately it doesn't totally pan out there.
Nope. No, AGame just looking robust, solid as ever. His understanding of this game is just pretty much complete.
And you know what else is interesting to see now is AGame is going to tech straight to railguns. No AAV tech, which is kind of the usual thing to see, but he's going to skip it. And NoFun's going to do the same. His refiner mode tech is on the way now. It's about 35 seconds out, but that's still going to put him a little bit behind here.
So if you skip AAVs, does that mean that you would be punished by an assault railgun or like an assault ship build here? Possibly,
yeah. I mean, I'm thinking like railguns are actually better when you meet assault rails in the field, but I don't know. Usually the thing that you do when you get support cruiser first is you tech AAVs immediately, so that, you know, by the time the first attack hits, you'll have the tech done, and then you can defend. But he just went with LAVs only, and then he went straight to rails, so it's kind of interesting to see. Positioning this carrier really aggressively, by the way, but he gets a couple skimmer kills
but
for
why
it.
not? Like, there's no threat to it. He's literally achieving infinite efficiency here, 800 to 0 for the resources lost.
That's always a good place to be, right? Good place to be.
Absolutely. So, production cruisers headed home.
Yeah, ref mode just finishing.
Economy rolling.
That's gonna put him pretty significantly behind, although AGame has not made any RU salves. I say that right as one pops out. So, I mean, he's not like already dead, but definitely AGame has the advantage in this series right now. With this game, I should say.
Yeah, massive advantage. I mean, how many LAVs we have? So that's 7, and there's what, 4 sound skimmers, so he can already muscle his way around. He has map presence, and this is such a small map that basically just translates straight away into value. Like, immediately, NoFun's options are being restricted. He doesn't have as much vision on the map, doesn't have as much information about what's going on. Speaking of what's going on, let's check the tech here. So AGame is, yeah, still just railguns, huh? And NoFun, what do we got here? Kind of not much yet. Neither player committing to either to serious tech yet. Assault railguns are out, but they're kind of already accounted. So
yeah, with those rails on the field. And I believe also AGame saw these too. I'm pretty sure he like with those LAVs, he got some vision on them. Maze is in the chat, nice. It's always fun to see. Here come the blast drones up in the middle again. You know, actually, it's an interesting dynamic here. I think the assault rails want to keep range on the LAVs, but the blast drones obviously don't. So he's got sort of a nice setup in that regard. Oh wait, look at this. He wants to siege on the main again here.
Okay, so he does actually get in with the assault railguns.
Oh.
Where's AGame's railguns? Oh,
One's
they're running
behind the
back.
patch there, yeah.
That railgun is kind of caught out. That one could be picked off. Oh no, no way. Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, I take it back. The LAVs just have way more DPS than I remember. Damn, man, I thought he might be able to trade out for something. Oh, that's so frustrating. He nearly gets the support cruiser, but like, that's the worst thing, because you put all your
Yes,
eggs into that
exactly.
basket and you did not get it.
I've done that many times. A-Game always criticizes me for such moves. You know, the problem, of course, he went for the SC with the blast drones as well, did you notice? So they didn't get any salvager kills at all, actually. So he really put all of his eggs in one basket there, but they did not pay out at all. That's kind of a feels bad man moment.
Yeah, absolutely. So NoFun did grab an artifact, so that's one thing he has that A-Game doesn't, but A-Game's about to even that account, so...
Indeed.
Oh, man. Do you reckon players should stop trying to stumble A-Game in the early stages of the game? And just try and play a straight-up long game? With no blast drones and no attempts at harass, just like let A-Game make a move?
You know, I think some players should. I think that if you feel confident in like your play, especially in the mid game, that's probably a good option because A-Game is just so solid in the early game. But players like me, or I think NoFun as well, I think we honestly have a better chance if we can get something funny happening in the mid game. And speaking of funny, he's got 2 blast drones here, which is kind of fun to see. But I don't really dislike the choice from NoFun here because I think playing standard, you sort of are at a bit of a disadvantage here against A-Game.
Yeah, that's always the thing in RTS. It's like if you come from the viewpoint that your opponent is better than you, and I think with A-Game that's probably just like realistic, then like, do you try and cheese him? Well, that's exactly what he's expecting, and probably the only way you're going to win. So he'll just play around that, or. And this is kind of my favorite kind of cheese, is where you're just like, no, I'm just going to play like I'm better than him. I'm going to sit back, take care of all of the basics, make sure that I'm on point with everything, make sure I'm as efficient as possible, develop my macro, just play like I'm better than him, go for upgrades, try to win in a 20-minute plus game. And maybe that won't be what he's expecting, and for some reason, that will be a good thing. I don't know, I'm clutching at straws here, but then again, I just always feel like that's what you have to do when you're trying to play against AGameAnx, who's up to 3 bases now, so he's just soaring ahead in the economy. Mm-hmm. The resources lost tab has gone from like an 800 or 900 lead to like a 3 grand lead, more or less.
Do I even want to look?
And like, A-Game is just accumulating value.
He's lost, if you count him up, he's lost 3 LAVs and a probe. That's it, I think. No, that can't even be true, right? Because the probe... Oh, it's a turret, I think, that he lost, but...
Yeah. No, wait. Really?
Yeah. I think he's gonna be just fine with this. No, he didn't even lose the turret. Maybe it was a probe.
And he's like secured the back door to his resource extraction site, or sorry, his artifact extraction site with a base runner and a turret. So it's just good to have control over that portion of the map.
Assault rails here.
Big old skirmish here.
Yeah, assault rails pretty good counter to LAVs, but like not in these numbers.
Just not.
Blast drone comes out, but look at the split. It's beautiful. He's not gonna get caught by that today. There's another one in the smoke, but sees this one too, right? Ooh, pretty good hit there actually. It's a little academic at this point, but hey, he got one.
But, I mean, he's just going to lose everything. There's just still too many. Okay. Are there any more units here? Okay, there's another assault railgun coming in. One more sound skimmer. That is going to see A-Game off for the time being. He actually keeps both of the base runners, and they are loaded, so that's important. That's really important. That's big.
You know, I think what he wants to do here actually is like boost through the ARs for a second there and get them to like rotate, because once you do that, their DPS is basically 0. So I think he could have handled that last fight a little bit better, but...
Do you see A-Game's carrier just doing backflips? That's some elite stuff.
I didn't catch it, but you know, it's a staple. Oh my gosh, he's got BCs on the way. Shrike, by the way, saying he kind of wishes...
Look how many support cruisers he's got.
Yeah. Support cruiser spamming the BCs, this is pretty classic. Shrike here saying he kind of wishes A-Game was playing Soban. I feel you. But I like seeing some coalition as well. We didn't see too much of that really in this tournament. Except for in the group stage, I suppose.
So,
assault rail gonna get chunked out here by the carrier? No, it survives. No, it dies.
Oh god.
That assault rail had a family.
PC's out.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the field right now, like this kind of looks like maybe this is doable for NoFun until these BCs come out, right? You got to realize that could have been, you know, like 20 LAVs as well. But what has he got on the field that's going to do anything to this? This is just going to be.
He's building railguns.
Yeah, that's good. That's what he needs.
He's got 2 railguns. I mean, if he gets like the dream engagement where these battle cruisers decide to lumber across the open and can get picked down by the railguns, then I suppose they could die. He's harassing the sand skimmers on the left, picks off a base runner, finally finding a little bit of unadulterated value here.
Yeah, this actually is quite good.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. So he's going to keep engaging in here. There is just still the one turret covering. Actually, you know what? Okay, this is nice. He's exploiting AGame's lack of maneuverability, but yeah, the turret and the railguns is actually just enough. Oh, man, I feel like if he just had a few more sound skimmers, that's a great backstab.
Or maybe like 2 assault rails, yeah.
Yeah, but he just doesn't actually have the muscle to see it through, because he's just kind of bled out over the course of the game.
Silver lining here, that did cause one of the BCs to like come back to defend, but there's actually 4 of them on the field now, so...
I mean, in a way that's a silver lining, but he still has insurmountable amounts of BCs in mid, and indeed now beginning to harass through to the north. And like,
Assault rail just gets
I
dunked.
feel like you've sort of shown AGame his one weakness now, and he's just covered it with that one BC. It's just like...
Yeah, true.
It's like, oh yeah, that could be a problem. I'm going to close the door on that.
Would you believe I'm only getting 45 frames per second? DOK, what are you?
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's fine, it's fine. Bunch of LEVs in mid as well, which is kind of nice to just supplement his army here. I mean, the thing is, he's not like vulnerable to sand skimmers, but they could run past him, I guess.
Oh, gets a couple of nice cruise missile hits on that BC. Ha! Take that! Can F stuff.
Indeed. Always gonna be a weakness to these BCs. Very easy to hit
Hang on
with
a
the
second,
cruise
what are these
missiles.
heavy railguns doing? They're just...
Oh,
that's
yikes,
such
yeah.
a risky place to have them. He's actually going to get some hits. So...
Whoa. Actually, he landed the cruise missile on it too. Is he gonna get the other one? This might be a kill here.
No, the smoke comes down. It's a bait and switch. It's a bait and switch. The LAVs come in like ravenous piranhas.
Oh, it's horrifying.
Tear apart these rails. Okay,
he's got smoke. He could, yeah. He could save those rails as well with the smoke on the kind of base runner, but it's a bit nervous. You never want to see it.
So I think right now what NoFun should be doing with these rails is positioning them right back along the north line of the map on the dune spines, so that any battle cruiser coming over the line of the map just immediately gets pelted by railguns from every angle, and that way you can at least try and hold back the force that AGame is like throwing at you. Oh my god. How weaponized is this carrier? Oh my god, he has power reserve 5 about to finish, and he's swinging in with the carrier down the left flank as well.
Classic, classic. Gotta have it. Obviously, these LAVs could just come in too, and there's nothing to stop them from taking that third base.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like watching a velociraptor, like, kind of punch a kitten, you know what I mean? It's like...
I love your analogies, Magpie. That one might be a bit of a stretch, though.
It's just... I'm just trying to think of, like... Man, sometimes this happens in RTS, you know? RTS is such a brutal genre, you know? When one player gets ahead and then gets further ahead, like, the commentary can be difficult, because what you're saying is, oh, so this guy's down, and now the other guy's kicking him until he dies. And it's like, okay, thanks. Oh,
Soccer
man.
kick to the face.
Okay, you know what, though? He's up to, like, some heavy railguns. How many now? 8?
Not for long, man. Look at this. The cruise missile comes out.
That'll
Very well placed. Ouch. If that was vanilla, I bet he would have killed every
like,
single one of those rails. Oh, man.
That could be relevant in this game. AGame is just like, no, you don't get those.
Evil. Evil. You know it's my favorite unit in the game, my favorite ability, so...
What, the nuke?
Yeah, which I say, of course,
cool.
because it's definitely not, but...
My favorite's got to be the gunship. It's so sick. Alright. NoFun's had enough. That makes sense.
He's tapping.
Nobody beats AGame on Kalash Teeth is literally impossible.
I would agree with you there.
Like, he was born on Kalash Teeth, you know?
Man, when I play games with AGame, we always like start on College Teeth because it's the first map, you know what I mean? And I'm always like, man, why did I start on College Teeth? This is horrible.
You should not start there. That is such momentum for him. That is really cheeky for him.
Oh boy.
Wow. Oof.
Shrike here saying, oh man, I really hope it's not a 4-0. Yeah, I agree, because NoFun definitely has the work to do here. He didn't try a rail rush. No, he tried like a bit of BD shenanigans there. But he didn't manage to get in, and this is, I don't know, not like, oh, of course he didn't get in, it's AGame, but it is going to be difficult to take, like, early game leads like that against AGame. So I'm interested to see what he tries for game 2 here. I'm at 29.55, so...
So game 2's on Canyon Outpost?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Fun map here, don't see it terribly often.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, am I recording right now? Yes, I am. Good. You never know, you know? You never know. You know, I managed to take a game off of A Game in our series on Canyon Outpost. I was very happy about that.
Well done.
We know NoFun can
Dude.
take games off of A-Game, so I'm excited. Yes, he can. Actually, if you remember, I think in the group stage, A-Game 2-0'd him, but they did some practice games after that. NoFun was like winning some of them, so he's definitely got the potential.
I've done it
there.
again. I've run over to 2950. Sorry, dude.
Oh, okay. That's no problem. I'll get there. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty, you want to do the introductions?
Sure. Here on game 2, gonna be Canyon Outpost. Again, spawning in the south, the green player. It's gonna be AGameAnx taking pretty commanding lead. I think you would agree in game 1. And his opponent, once again, with all to do, NoFun up in the top, playing as the Conf. I believe this was actually his map pick as well. Oh no, this is A-Game's map. Wait, NoFun picked College Teeth. Oh. But A-Game's gonna be picking Canyon Outpost and then Kartobo to follow. And I think he's looking to take a commanding, 3-0 lead at the beginning of this series here. And I don't know, these are good maps for A-Game, so we'll see what NoFun plans to do.
Yeah, I feel like it's been quite a long time since I saw a game on this map, actually. A 1v1 on this map, anyway.
Yeah. It's been in the tournament rotation for a while, actually, but not often played. It's usually banned. Shrike asking for the map bans here. A-Game had banned the Boneyard and NoFun banned the Shallows. So pretty standard there, I think. NoFun obviously not wanting to play on the big macro maps, so that tells us he's probably thinking of early game strats here, and definitely he is moving out with that PC and a couple of sand skimmers, but no base runner this time.
You know, like, having watched quite a few games of A-Game here, like, I'm trying to like put myself in like a predatory mindset as much as possible. Like, how do we bring down A-Game? Like, what weaknesses historically has he displayed? Because I think we're at the stage now, like, he's been so dominant. Like, I think we need to think very hard about how to beat this guy. And he does play a little too conservative. I would note, especially in the mid and late game, he like often declines killing blows, and he often pulls back when he has the advantage. And that's great. Playing conservative is great. But I wonder if there's a way to open with some kind of macro cheese, get into a late game, and then I don't really know where I'm going with this, but
Shrike here, by the way.
There's a way of beating him there somehow.
Shrike here, by the way, just saying, like, yeah, the way to beat A-Game is just get him to play Shrike. The hubris, man.
Fair enough. There we go. We figured it out, boys. It's done.
Bozo knows all about macro cheese versus me. Yes, it's true. Actually, what you're saying is quite accurate, I think, Magpie. If you can mind game him to where he won't punish you for going, like, just insanely greedy, I think that's actually a pretty good way to get leads against him, but it's risky. Because sometimes he does just AV rush like he is now. And by the way, NoFun... Oh no, he does have rail tech, but NoFun for quite a while was techless there, so I'm worried that these AVs are going to hit for like insane damage here.
I mean,
we'll see though.
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not as well, but we will see.
Assault rails are on the way. He should be okay.
Yeah.
He'll have one out in time to kite this initial AAV.
Well, the question is, do they hit on the base? Because like he's thinking of the attack here, and this is something that A-Game is very good at doing, splitting his units. I mean, this one AV here on the backline is going to deny the LDMs like forever.
The sand skimmers are
cornered. Gosh, yeah, how did this happen? Ugh. Oh no.
Oh no. This is the one thing we didn't want to happen to the sand skimmers. Oh no, they're going to bleed out a little bit, so he's going to lose what? That's 2 now, he's going to lose 3. Stop microing, so he's going to lose more. Yo!
There'll be no escape for the princess this time.
I guess he's got to... So he's probably he's literally microing in 3 places at once, or at least needs to be. So...
Which, actually, to be fair, he lost the skims, but he did kind of okay everywhere else. He kept the LDMs alive. And the assault rails do have a nice engage on the carrier here. So there are some good things going for him.
One extractor. Sorry, it's one salvager.
Indeed.
But that's not great. He needs more. He needs to find more.
He'll get him though. This is kind of a strong place to be here. Oh no, he's too close to the AVs. Oh yikes.
So he gets 2 salvages for 1 assault railgun in this exchange. Meanwhile, there's an armored assault like just locking down his natural.
Oh,
and he's lost all the sand skimmers.
Another assault rail goes down to the AVs here, but looks like he is finally out of range. So now he's able to kite, pretty much perfectly, of course. The AV's gonna have to turn around here, but I think the important thing to note when there's sort of like a rail rush type of thing going on is that the units that are on the field are like critically important. NoFun having lost 2 railguns, that puts so much pressure off of A-Game, even if he's trading salvagers for them. So I really don't know if that could be worth it.
2 salvagers definitely not, no. And all the sound skimmers too.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously not great either. And A-Game is going to move these AVs out to his opponent's base as well, because again, he doesn't really need these to defend. They can't do a whole lot. Smoke would be nice here, by the way, on the salvagers, but uncharacteristic mistake by A-Game, he's not going to throw the smoke out. But you can tell, like, he feels confident. Yeah, he feels confident just with the carrier. He's going to use these 4 AVs as like a backstab force, and that could be really nasty.
Yeah, so we've got Railgun Armor is just finishing up right now for NoFun. A-Game, he's kind of happy where he is. He's just building AAVs and living his best life. I mean, at least he hasn't been able to expand, right? So that, you know...
It's true.
But, oh my god, how many armored assaults are we up to now? 9!
One of them getting picked off here, but again, look at how much pressure they're alleviating from his side, because he's pushed these assault rails so far out.
Gotta keep kiting, gets the high ground bonus there, that's nice.
I mean, honestly, at some point he might just die here, actually, though, because these 4 are going to get behind him. I think his best bet, actually, is to see if he can break through those 3. So you can see he's on the high ground right now, but yeah, I'd actually almost prefer he was, like, a bit south, like on the border of the map right now. Shrike asking for the units lost tab. Ooh. Oh, it's not so bad, actually, right now, but I think that this PC is about to die, though, because if these assault rails fall, obviously, that's going to be pretty much the end. Yeah, the AVs are just on top of him. There's nothing he can do.
Oh dear. Is Smoke too good? Smoke seems really good.
Man, Smoke is so fun. They can't nerf Smoke.
Okay,
PC goes down here, and NoFun, he's gonna tap out. He knows.
That is a GG moment. Whoa.
Let me tell you, anytime you can win against assault rails with AVs, you've done a good job. Phoenixio knows all about that, but. That's not an easy matchup to win. That kind of on paper you would expect the assault rails to win that one. So really good positioning there for A-Game.
Yeah, really good, lots of stuff there, to be honest.
Indeed. I'm gonna go ahead and load up game 3.
Okay, so
what do you think? What does on Kartova? What does NoFun need to do? What does he need to do to get this fixed?
Does he know where A-Game lives? No, I'm just kidding.
Lithuania, yeah. NoFun's in Germany. That's not too far.
I would like to see what happens if NoFun takes a hands-off approach and just says, "I'm gonna sit on my side of the map. This game is your problem. Make a move, A-Game. Come at me, bro. Like, you know, like change the dynamic. Because I don't think this early pressure style is really working, and I know that's intimidating because A-Game's so ridiculously good, and normally you say to yourself, this guy's way better than me, I'm going to try and throw him off early. Ah, my god, sorry, I've just like run over to 2940. I'm so professional. 2940,
oh boy. I'll tell you when I get there then, and you can just unpause.
Sorry, I was just talking the whole time, and then I was just like, I'm supposed to pause right now. Yeah.
Hey, we've all done it before. But no, I totally agree. I'm on 43, by the way. 42, 41, 40. So we should be synced up now. 35, 34, 33. We good?
Wait, where are you going?
Oh, I'm at 30 right now.
Oh, okay, sorry, I'll see you at 30 then.
Okay, yeah. Tell me when you get to 30.
Cool.
But yeah, I definitely agree. I think NoFun wanted to play this series in a really aggressive way. Okay, so we can unpause in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, we should be synced up now. But yeah, I think NoFun really wanted to take like a super aggressive stance in this game and just like be the guy who decides the plays in all the games, and he's done that so far, but not exactly in the way that he would like. So I agree. I think it's time to sort of back down, which is unfortunate because this is definitely an aggro map here, but I don't know. I think he's got to just play it a bit safer.
So A-Game in the Twitch chat says he thinks the map bans played way into his favor.
Yes, and I would agree with that too. Oh yeah, Houston, wouldn't it be cool if you could drive on top of the Kartova? It's just a running inside joke. That would be cool.
It looks like you should be able to.
Let me tell you, it would be cool. The only problem is I've said it 20 times now, but Jeez, man, like, that would be so fun, because then it'd be this, like, super fortified, like, high ground position, like, right in the middle of the map, you know what I mean? Oh, that would be so fun.
Yeah. It would be interesting, but also risky, because, like, railguns can pick at you from, like, anywhere.
Yeah. And also, a big thing with rails on high ground positions that are cliffs like that is that they can't, like, shoot at things that are directly below them, so it turns out to be sometimes a little bit of a trap, actually, which is kind of interesting. You notice this all the time on, like, Firebase Cruel, for example. NoFun there with the clutch smoke trying to save the sand skimmer, but he doesn't quite get it, so that's a bit unfortunate for him. But these skims are just almost like ignoring where those LEVs are and just driving straight to the second. I don't know about that. He's going to get a bit of high ground damage on him too, so I think he'll lose another here.
No.
Yeah, ouch. I don't know, I feel like he just kind of... No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, one thing I love about this game is that the most basic unit for each faction has about the same micro potential as a Mutalist from StarCraft, which is like loads.
Definitely. I mean, you can see just like one little misposition there and NoFun is already losing the sand skimmer, you know? And it's going to happen again here. Oh no, this is a really good engage for a game.
Yeah, is he building... He's building blast drones.
Again though, no tech, right? And this is what we've seen from NoFun before. And A-Game is kind of like content to match it, but I feel like if A-Game techs AVs, this is going to be just like so dominant for him. Smoke needs to be popped on the base runner. Oh, he does pop it, but just a second too late.
Oh no. Did he pop it? Oh yeah,
yeah.
He did.
Just a second too late.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, another really good engage for A-Game here. Is NoFun going to lose some more skims? Oh.
Oh goodness.
That's high ground with the outnumber there, and I know that NoFun...
Yeah, with the massive outnumber. Oh goodness me.
Like NoFun knows that he'll win if he's up close, but you have to have the other factors in your favor as well, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and the GG. Yeah. Oh.
No, but that literally was over. I hate to say it, but that had already snowballed out of control. Like,
it's true.
A-Game just had the LAV ball. There was nothing to contest.
Yeah, because those LAVs were just gonna chonk that base, that PC down until it died, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ouch. They load game 4 in here.
It's pretty crazy stuff.
You know, almost
okay,
I'm starting to think like NoFun banned the shallows, right? I'm almost thinking he should have just kept it, you know? Because that map would actually,
dude,
like, we wouldn't see this happen.
Legit, I think so.
The tilt factor, says Couch Val. Yeah, I worry about that. NoFun might, well, he might not be having fun. But
we got jokes for days.
Okay, Magpie, this time when it gets to 29:55, you hit the pause button.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I'm on it. It's because I'm such a
nice.
professional streamer. I'm like looking at all my other screens and like checking on the Twitch chat and just like doing stuff, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I have to press a button. It's so difficult out here.
Life is so hard, man. Life is so freaking hard.
Is.
Well, tell me when you're ready.
Okay. Alright, I'm on.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty.
Kartoba's gonna be the game instead. This is NoFun's map pick. Again, he wants to be aggressive on...
You mean a Torrent Creator?
Or, sorry, yeah, Torrent Creator. Professional streamer! Again, he wants to be aggressive on this map. He wants to, you know, use assault ships and blast drones and stuff like that, but is that really gonna be a good choice here? I don't know.
No. No.
Magpie just telling us how it is. He's telling us straight.
Like, build some sand skimmers, posture with your sand skimmers, be all like, oh, look at me, I've got map presence, I've got sand skimmers. But the great thing about sand skimmers is you don't have to commit. Use that to make A-Game this map like better than any other map that we've played so far. You can do this. Just have some sand skimmers in mid, have some on one of the flanks or both. Just be like, oh, I'm coming in, no, I'm not. And just like keep him back. And then do the tech, whatever it is that you're comfortable with. When you're not playing against A-Game, what's your comfortable style? And just build towards that. Like, don't worry about feeding A-Game value. Just let him be for a moment. And then come at him, like, after the 7-minute mark with some stuff.
I agree. I definitely agree.
I don't know. That's just my feeling.
Because you feel like he's been running into a brick wall, like, this whole series, right?
Yeah, and I see this all the time in various RTSs. When one player's way better, the other player is just like, okay, so then I have to cheese you. And it's like, yeah, but when you're cheesing him for the 3rd or 4th time in a row, and I'm not saying that's what we're saying here, but the idea is the same. The idea is that I have to get ahead of you before this is a real game. And it's like, he's expecting that so hard, it's just not gonna work, you know? It's like, if you're playing rock, paper, scissors, but you are doing scissors every time, then it's like,
sure. And in fact, A-Game, by the way, doing a bit of an interesting build here, which potentially could have some vulnerabilities, but of course it's A-Game, so we'll see what he does here. But he retires the base runner and throws a probe immediately. You notice that, and then he goes for Sport Cruiser first. That means no turret. That means actually vulnerability to early game aggro. So I think he was kind of trying to mind game here a little bit and say like, I think NoFun's gonna go eco, but he hasn't done it this game. Assault chips are on the way. So
okay, this is a pretty greedy opening for A-Game.
Indeed. Which I think is kind of like a perfect move from him because, of course, he seems to be really comfortable dealing with this aggro. And this being such a good early aggression map, you would expect NoFun to do it, but NoFun's gonna be like, but he would expect me to expect that, and then, you know, kind of like try and flip and go for eco cheese, and that's exactly what A-Game was planning on matching. But we do have assault chips on the field here for NoFun, finishing in like 1 second.
Is this championship point, right?
Yes it is. Yeah, this is game 4, so, of this best of 7 series.
Okay, what time is it?
Wait, what, like, game clock time? 27:05.
Yeah. Wow, A-Game was like speed running this tournament. Okay, wow.
Yeah. Dude, I agree, this has been a very fast best of 7, you know?
Sure has, man. Sure has. I mean, dude, hey, NoFun has lasted longer than I would have. Like, absolutely, hands down, for sure. So
you know, I don't want to be rude, but that is true.
Yeah. No, don't worry about it. No, not at all.
AVs, by the way, coming out here, and AVs versus Assault Chip is a very bad matchup in vanilla, but in patch it's definitely fightable. No armor upgrades for A-Game yet, though, and NoFun does have armor 1. Although, to be fair, I think they're more impactful for the Assault Chip side of this equation, but that is a good upgrade lead for NoFun, who is also, I think, on Fleet Cap 45, so he can keep producing here. It looks like they're gearing up for the fight now. But NoFun kind of chickening. I kind of
like this opening, actually, for NoFun. If he doesn't take the fight, then I really like it. If he feels like pressured that he has to engage, I don't think it's great. But he's kind of doing what I wanted to see him do, which is establish a web of sensor coverage, keep A-Game in his side of the map, sort of. So A-Game's on the defense right now. A-Game's just like, okay, you're coming at me. I just need to be ready. And it's like, we want A-Game in that mindset, but we don't actually want to force a fight. That's what I think is the best approach.
Indeed, because look, he's on 1 base right now. This is exactly where he wants him. Although this carrier move out is good, it's kind of pushing him out. But I think what he was waiting for was these blast drones. And look, they're coming. Play the Jaws theme, boys. No turret.
Through the middle.
Okay, this could be really good right here.
This is actually going okay.
Come on, blast drones. Oh, one of them didn't get through though. Only half of a hit.
Yeah.
Darn.
He sort of won the actual fight. So if he can micro the wounded assault ships to the back and come back in.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be doing this though, because they're all very bunched up. They're taking AoE from that carrier. Uh-oh, I don't think he takes this fight.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Went wrong.
Oh! Oh!
Desert of Karak is such a raw RTS, man. Like, if you are ahead or if you are in good positions, fights just, like, everything, all your opponent's stuff just dies. And, like, you can tell when the balance shifts, you know what I mean? It's just, it's so fast. It's such a pure RTS.
Totally. This isn't like Company of Heroes 2, where, you know, like, the critical shot on your King Tiger is a miss, you know what I mean? No, it just dies.
Yeah, things take a lot longer in that game, for sure.
It just dies,
In this game, it's just like, hey, who's better at RTS? Let's find out right now.
There's the GG as well from NoFun. Ouch!
Well, honestly, I think NoFun actually had a pretty good attempt there in the last game. That was much better. I really liked that.
The blast drones there, I've got to say, that was really cool, actually. Because you noticed, like, he didn't want to take the fight. He kept just pulling away and, like, making A-Game kind of reconsider. The carrier moved out and finally, hey, look, blast drones in the back line. That was, like, perfect, but they didn't quite hit. He ran just a little too close to the sun and got his wings melted there. Getting hit by, like, 1 missile from the carrier. That's what caused it.
Yeah.
Infamous, was that not a huge throw? Yeah, that was kind of a throw, I think, because definitely he had a bit of an advantage there.
Yeah, it was a tiny throw. I mean, I wouldn't, throw wasn't the first word that comes to mind for me.
Sure.
He was ahead for the first part of the fight, and then he lost that advantage, and, you know. But it's not like we were playing for like 10 or 12 minutes, and he had like a massive lead, and then A-Game somehow came back.
Sure. But let's just take a moment, even though NoFun did not win this tournament, to just appreciate the fact that he is in the finals. I mean, that's crazy. In fact,
dude, absolutely.
You know, Discara, not even a semi-finalist in Jaraci Cup 5, and NoFun is, so he's going to be in Group A, and Discara won't be, which is just, like, wonky. So, you know, really good plays from him. And you can, like, his improvement from the last tournament has been, like, miles. You know what I mean? So, I'm really excited
That's
to see
what it's
more
all
games
about.
from NoFun. Yeah.
And I gotta say, I mean, has a game improved from tournament to tournament? Like, probably. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I'd say
But
so,
we
yeah, for
know that
sure.
NoFun
But
has, and that's
NoFun,
awesome.
definitely. Huge
Yeah.
improvements. So, you know, I wouldn't be too discouraged by this 4-0. This is, of course, after all, the Beast himself, the gatekeeper of top-level DOK play, so I would not be worried about that at all. I think NoFun has played his heart out, so I'm pretty pleased with his performance in this tournament.
Dude, me too. Absolutely. And I don't know. I mean, I think if he could just have like a little practice session with AGame or Discara, you know what I mean? Just like play against them for like 4 hours or something, you know what I mean? Just like
Yeah.
hammer out a load of games and just get to grips with how it is to operate at this against these guys, then I reckon that could be really beneficial. I mean, what I'm saying is I don't think he's many hours worth of experience against these guys away from challenging them.
Sure, yeah, I definitely agree. And man, you should have seen him playing Soban. Some of the stuff he would do with targeting jammers, it was just like, it was beautiful, you know?
Yeah,
So anyway,
that'd be cool to see.
brilliant stuff here from NoFun. But AGame is going to be our winner of Jaraci Cup 5. And I guess we'll end the recording for this match right there.